Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Yanniman bringing you another Fleet Ops audio commentary. Today, I get the pleasure of bringing you a 1 versus 1 on Early Bird, starring Blazing Gig as the red Klingon, starting off here on the left-hand side. His opponent for this evening, starting as the Blue Federation, is MagMaster, and these two guys will be duking it out tonight. Early Bird is a two-player map. It's a 12k by 12k. Though these starting points do seem near each other, there is this blocking sort of X in between the two of them. And so it sort of makes them have to kind of go this little merry-go-round little thing here. So both of these players swore up and down that they were brand new, didn't know a thing. And so we'll see how well they do starting off. Now, obviously lying as Mag is going starting Starfleet engineering here, so he knows about needing to chassis level research before he really starts building his Antares yard, because basically the sabers are useless in this patch. Now, Blazing Gig over here putting up his field control yard immediately, also a good trick here, so he knows that he needs to get an early get some units on the board early. Question is he going to go into his field research? No, at least he is going to be in the cabbage classes, and so he knows that he has a little bit of power in that regard. He will be able to get out a number of vessels and kind of put a little bit of pressure on this mining here earlier on, and we'll see if he's actually going to use his Kayla station, which has the cabbage class production ability, and save himself the minor bit of cost and doing an extension yard. Now, here's an interesting part with the placement of this mining station, as this is actually just a little bit more vulnerable than, say, if you had placed it like here. Now, this one's a bit better, but maybe if you brought it in over towards this direction, it would be a little bit more protected by the starbase. Minor things, but minor things can slowly add up. Back over in the Federation base, we do see that Blazing Gig is doing a good job. He's placed his scout in the middle of this base. Now, he's got about another 5-10 minutes before this Federation player puts down a Starfleet science and researches the Venture class's special, which is this special right here, the Progressive Scan. This Progressive Scan can detect anything, including the advanced cloak on certain ships, like the Romulan Scout. Federation are in the process, have finally finished Starship Chassis Level 1, and let's see if he's going to go Monsoons or Intrepids. So MagMaster hasn't quite figured out what he's doing here yet. A little bit slow on the draw, going Monsoons. So the Monsoons, expecting to see a Starfleet Science right now. We'll be expecting the Monsoons proximity torpedo to be researched also as well. You can see here in the process that Blazing Gig has put down a field research and is researching the heavy disruptor. That'll give his cabbage classes a bit more firepower. So we'll see where that leads us here. We'll notice that these aren't Takrajas. This is a Takraja Klingon, and that allows for these field yard vessels to be a little bit more better, if you will. And you do see that Blazing Gig is using his KLS station as part of his production queue, allowing him to do produce out of 2 queues without having to spend the extra on the field extension. Now, the field extension is very cheap, so it's not a big thing, but little bits count here and there. So, Blazing Gig has 3 cabbage classes here, and they have their special, and so that is going to serve them quite well. This over here, the Federations are in the process of, they have a number of maybe just one. So the thing here that I would be expecting of the Federation at the moment, you can see that down here he has put up a phaser platform. These guys are fairly, very durable, and also very hard to kill, especially in the early game. So, however, I will note that the specializing this platform so early is going to be kind of costly, and so what you can do as a Fed player, you can sort of feign with platforms at the 100 dilithium cost and not specialize in them, saving you, say, about 400 dilithium, which would allow you to put up your Starfleet Command or your mining station. Minor little tricks there. So you can see the Klingons have expanded up here in the top hand left, allowing them their second dilithium moon, and are feeling a little bit frisky, moving these 3 Quebec classes maybe up into see what they can kind of catch. Now here is a miner all by itself. If I was the Klingons, this would be the prime target here. This is what they want. They don't want to fight up in here in the base, but oh, okay, you can see that the move order is going out after this guy. Now this guy is going to get burned down here really very shortly. We'll see that the heavy disruptor will get used on this guy, but we'll see if he manages to get under the guns of this phaser platform. And there goes the phaser platform. It is now going to end up scaring this stuff off. You can see just how nasty that phaser platform is. This one guy is going to manage to get in here and will be useful. So no kill for the Klingons at the moment. And so MagMaster is going to have to be feeling a little bit of pinch here. Putting up his Starfleet Command. Good job. You'll definitely need that little bit of help here. These guys looking perhaps to come in here for that finishing kill here, but that phaser platform really just is going to be a nasty little bitty. It will cost these ships at least one of these guys in order to get that kill. So Blazing Gig correctly assessing that he does not want to fight that fight there. And these monsoons coming out. Here's a second. There's 2 monsoons. We can see that the Quebec classes are moving up here. They are going to have to be careful, though. Let's see what they're doing. That looks like they're just sort of doing a pass-through. Maybe looking to come up over in here and put a little bit of pressure on the dilithium moon. This is potentially a very good attack because... and we'll see if they use their special. Now they need to use their special here to get a little bit of this off. And you can see actually that, oh, and a nice subsystem attack here, getting the kill off on one of those miners. Oh, and a warp in coming in. These Klingons needing to get out of dodge. They have managed to do all they needed to do. They just needed to get that one kill off, and they've done exactly that. They've suffered no losses. Point Blazing Gig. Excellent job there. One of the things that you need to know is if you are going to be raiding, one of the things that you got to worry about is being too aggressive. You can end up losing ships, and if you're raiding, you do eventually need to overcome the the amount of ships that you're going to be facing. MagMaster here using his Starfleet Command here to pop in some. Wow, what a pull! The 2 Steamrunner classes with a Galaxy. About the only thing better than this would have been, say, an Ambassador class. This is almost such a waste on as a defensive. If you could have pulled that off over into here, or perhaps into here, you would have been able to take out a field research. You could have slammed any one of these structures with... wow. 2 steamy pull on defense. Almost a shame. So, in the meantime, Blazing Gig hanging around. He's got 5 Quebec here, and in the process, you can see that he's moseying towards Quebec. Some more Cavors. He's got 3 of them, with another one on the way. looking like it does not have their shield-breaking torpedo research done yet, not looking to invest in it. Here we have a Venture here, and you can see that MagMaster has put on his progressive scan, though it's a little bit out of position for that scout. The Monsoon's tangoing with these